fight switched around, that means that Danny and Bunnies are on the front row. Steel Amazing P3, Jippo P4, Baguette P5, Denny, Timbit, and Kviat 6, 7, and 8. So let's see what this race has in store for us with 5 lights. And away we go, another very long hold, but it looks like Bunnies didn't really get the best start of all, and Jippo is going to have a look into the inside of Steel Amazing. That's a lot of collisions at the back.
That was fast forward to...
And we have a safety car right away. Okay, that was... I would want to say surprising, but it really isn't surprising. So who got involved? That's Benby, Mr. Joe, and...
Well, even before the safety car came out, Fast Fortif got put in the wall on straight line.
Okay. So, who got involved in that collision? That was Benby, Mr. Joe, Kukuracha, and MG. Record of doing interesting stuff, so let's hope they don't try to be interesting yet again. And Danny will restart us into the race. Let's hope we won't have another pause like last time. So, lap 5 is the start of our race. Forget about the last 4 laps. And it looks like it's clean. No changing of positions, no collisions. Oh, never mind. There goes Alfie struggling to find a good exit off of turn 1, and that means Fast is in front of him. But other than that, no big changes, especially towards the front. And Kukuracha is again in the pit lane, and Danny is defending from Bunnies, and Bunnies is defending from Steel Amazing, so the fight for the front is really getting spicy, without spicy. Jippo will be waiting to see what happens off of this dangerous trio, but look at that, they will try to go side by side into those 2 last corners. Definitely not an overtaking opportunity, as Steel Amazing found out. But look at that, he's gonna go for the move. He doesn't even need DRS for it. It's only enabled this lap. And he has the inside line. And that's some contact. That's twice contact, and he's round. And Steel Amazing ruins Jippo's race. Once again. Again.
Oh, what are the chances?
Alright, so Baguette all of a sudden is in the fight for front positions. Tried to make a move on Bunnies, didn't work, but is still in P3 with the DRS and with a very small gap, so he's gonna try to get into P2, going into the inside of turn 4. Very nicely done by him. Bunnies wasn't able to close the door in time. I guess his race is ruined enough, but this is some big fighting between the damses, and look at that. What's going on with Timbit? Oh, Timbit actually up into P3 all of a sudden, so Denny and Bunnies are losing a lot of positions here, and now it's Timbit and Denny in a fight for the podium positions. Turn 4, defends down the inside. This is very dangerous. 3 cars almost 3 wide in the second sector, but they're still not separating from each other. Denny colliding with the rear end of Timbit. Timbit's round!
Timbit's round.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So Timbit's round, and that promotes the ARTs back to P3 and 4, but their battle is not
and
done
Timbit's round again.
yet.
Not fun to put.
And Timbit is going to, not get good result off of this race, so Baguette and Danny will run away from this race and let the carnage unfold behind them. The 2 ARTs still fighting. And Steel Amazing will get the move. No, he won't. He's off the track. That's very controversial, but Bunny still defends his position, forcing his teammate just off the track. Now he touches Peril, and Peril's going to try to go. It's 3 wide going into turn 3. Oh, look at that. That was a dangerous dive bomb from Steel Amazing. Thankfully, no big contact happened from that, so the ART still in a battle. Peril still not able to find a way through.
Are getting very close now.
And Denny is now in a fight between him and Peril. And now Timbit is performing the switchback. He not only gets one, he gets two cars, maybe even three. Not just yet, but he gets two cars, and that's a safety car. We've had a lot of action, so we had to enjoy it while it lasts because it wasn't gonna last forever. Whew, at least I can take a breath.
Yes. Well,
Whew.
this is going to be tight for Danny and Baguette.
Oh, that's a very unfortunate turn of events because Danny was consistently just running away from the chaos that was happening at the back. Testing him, he had to start the race from P1 hoping he won't get clouted by someone. Then he had to restart the race once and he survived that, but can he survive it for the last time and just hold on to the lead? He only has 2 laps to defend. Everyone has the same tires. It's all about just pace and hoping and praying that he can finish it off. But we don't have his contact, so we won't see him in the interview. But that's not important right now. What is important is how will this race finish. So Danny will start the race for the 3rd time, and thankfully for the last time. Also, Danny boy, but it doesn't look like... Oh, look at that, Baguette into the inside of turn 3. Looks like it is gonna work. Oh, that was some contact, forced him off the track a little bit there, so then he has a chance to get back in front of him. The gap is only 1/10. Guarding the... Yeah, that's a very defensive position, but it's really well defended right now. But Danny attempting the switchback. Bunnies is trying to throw himself in the mix, almost forcing them to go 3 wide, and he's gonna get it back. Oh, look at that. So Danny's back in P1, but the battle is definitely not over yet. Danny boy gets a penalty. That's not gonna help him towards the end, but Baguette is trying to make a move on a very unorthodox place to make an overtake, but he's gonna do it anyway. Gets the move done before the braking zone, so he was safe. And he comes back.
Oh, and he gets a 3-second time penalty, which is
that's not what you want. But at least for the sake of prestige, he can make the on-track battle go longer, and the gap is still very small, so the slipstream might help on this straight. We're on the last lap of the race. Nothing really has changed further back. It's only a battle for the lead, and now Baguette is almost 3 wide going into turn 3. Baguette forcing him a little bit off the track, and Bunnies is going to switch back Danny all of a sudden. And now Danny is going to have... Bunnies is going to try to go for the lead of the race, going into the outside of turn 4, the last real overtaking opportunity, and he's not going to do it. Baguette is going to hold on to the lead. What a day for the Univirtuosi, but we're still not at the end of the race, so let's not curse them. But the battle for P2 is very close, side by side, in the 2nd sector. And Bunny and Danny still side by side, but it looks like Danny is going to get him back, but the penalty will... Oh, that's a big collision between the both of them, and that promotes Danny and Peril into the podium in the last 2 corners. That was bound to happen, wasn't it? That was very close racing, but Baguette all of a sudden a very deserved win.
Oh, and Timbed into the wall.
Wait.
We get Kvyat and...
Okay, so many penalties has just been counted out that Kvyat is on the podium and Jippo all of a sudden is on the podium. And the new replacement shows up big time for Baguette. And somehow after all of these penalties, Jippo...
Oh, I left the session by accident.
Is P3. It's fine, you can stay. You can stay outside the session. We just need to invite people to the interview room.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.